sunglasses, I can't look away. Won't close my eyes on such a beautiful day. My old self passes me on the train. She's looking tired, she's got a lot to say, like, where did you come from? Where should I go? Where do you belong? Why don't I know? It takes a lot for me to tell her she'll be alright. You'll be alright. She doesn't even think she'll make it through this night. You'll make it through alright. You're doing everything just fine, and you will get what's meant to be.
Today is March 7th at 4 o'clock. It's Friday. I just got finished doing all my work for the week and planning out some things with my covers and stuff. This week was kind of difficult for me working on my covers because I had kind of a hard time recording outside, and it was super windy, and I just felt like I wasn't doing good enough and my stuff wasn't coming out the way that I had planned, and how hard I worked. And I recorded yesterday, and I just felt like everything sucked and I would have to redo everything, and I wasted all this time and I had so much work to do. But today I rewatched the videos that I had and the work that I did, and actually I'm pretty satisfied with the way that things turned out. I think once I edit the videos and put captions and everything and post them, they're going to be pretty good, and I think it's work that I can be proud of. And I'm just glad that, because yesterday I was hating everything and I couldn't even watch the videos that I recorded, and I just thought that I would end up trashing everything and starting over, but I'm glad that I didn't do that. I'm glad that I went and took the time to go back and look at the work that I did, and everything turned out pretty good. I'm actually excited to edit these videos and post them, and I think people are going to like them. So that's the first thing. I did pretty good with my writing this week. I wrote a pretty good song. I think I'm excited to start recording everything and producing it and seeing how I can make these songs come to life, because when I just record them on my phone with just me and my guitar, they're not sounding like the way that I picture them in my head. And I think if I could show people the songs the way that they are to me, they'd be a lot more impressive than just the way that they sound just with me and my guitar. So I'm excited to do that. I pretty much got all my covers planned out for this month, so I need to start learning some new ones for next month. I'm not sure what songs I'm gonna do yet, but that's a problem for another day. I'm excited to get done with all my work this week and just relax. I really feel like I got so much done this week, and I don't feel guilty about relaxing. Not that I ever should, but sometimes when you don't get enough work done, you feel like there's more that you should do. So I feel like this is gonna be a good weekend. Grey's Anatomy came back today, so I'm gonna get on to that again. Oh, my arm's getting tired. Yeah, I feel like I don't have much to say this week because it was a pretty normal week, I guess. I'm sort of settling into this whole system that I set up of writing and doing covers and recording videos and everything. I don't think I have that much to say this week. Everything's just going well. I'm really proud of myself. I'm really proud of all the work that I've been doing and the fact that I'm not giving up, and I'm not, even when I'm tired and I don't want to work anymore and I don't want to do anything, I'm still doing what I want, like what I set out to do. I'm not letting my tiredness or my emotions or anything stop me from meeting my goals and writing as much as I wanted to be writing and working on my music and taking this seriously, because I know this is the only way to, to do anything is to, the only way I'm gonna get to where I want to be is to put in the work, and I have to consistently put in the work, and I have to not just give up when I feel like giving up. I'm not saying I can't take breaks or whatever, but I'm just saying I need to at least stick with the goals that I've set for myself. But I have been doing that, and I'm proud of myself for doing that, and I think it's going really well. I really genuinely hope that all of this work that I'm putting in is gonna be worth it. I hope all these videos that I spent all this time making, I'm not gonna be the only one that watches them. Plus, like, my mom and maybe one of my siblings, although they probably wouldn't even sit through the whole thing. I just hope people care. I hope that they see my effort, and I hope that they care. Every time I sit in here, I see these pictures of the Seraphim, and just makes me think about when I first found out about them. The reason that I started liking them so much was because I saw all the effort that they were putting into their dreams, and that's sort of what inspired me to work harder, I guess. And I just hope that one day I could do that for someone else, because that's like a crazy cool thing to be able to do for someone, to give them the will to work harder for their dreams. That's pretty cool. And anyway, I've just been talking. Yeah, it's been a good week. I plan to have another good week next week, and I'll tell you all about it at some point. Thank you for listening, and see you next week.
Running towards the finish line, but there's no end in sight. Everything is different here. No friends by my side. Don't know what I'm running for. Just know I can't stop now. Can't remember who I was before, but I'm still myself somehow. take another look back, yeah. All you ever see are regrets, and I'm not done.
Hello, today is March 13th. Yeah, it's the 13th because the Seraphim's having to come back tonight. Just recorded a new demo. It's called Borderland because it's based off the show Alice in Borderland, which just finished watching season 2 last night with my mom and my sisters, so that sort of had an effect on me. It's a really good show. So I've got 2 demos down for March. 2 to go. I wrote this song today really quickly. Probably in like, what time is it? Probably wrote it in like an hour or something. Wrote it, recorded the demo. Now I'm making this video. I would say it's getting not easier to write songs, but it's getting easier for me to just go with the flow instead of trying to make every single thing like perfect. Plus, when I decide which songs I'm gonna work on more, I can still change things or whatever, but I think it's getting easier for me to just do it. Honestly, I've been working on these songs so quickly that half of them I like forget what they even sound like. But like, I'm looking at my computer right now at all the demos I made like from the beginning of this year, and half of them like I couldn't even tell you what they sound like. I'm not sure if that's a good or bad thing. I think the biggest thing that happened this week is sort of just like my mindset. Like I'm gonna make this album no matter what, sort of is how I'm feeling these days. I guess I have nothing to say this week. I'm gonna cut this video short and maybe I'll think of something else to talk about next week, like some topics or something, because I really got nothing else to say. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's been a good week. Everything's still going. See you next week. Bye. Hello. Today's Friday, March 21st. And let's see, what do I have to talk about this week? I did a lot of stuff related to producing this week. I did a production seminar for a couple days where I basically watched these 2 producers take the vocals of a track and produce it all the way through. And since there was 2 producers, they ended up with 2 completely different songs. And so I just sort of watched the process. I learned a lot from them. And they're doing another sort of seminar next week about like mastering and stuff. So I'm probably gonna go to that. It's online, it's on Zoom. And then I played around with my sort of like production software and stuff a lot. I'm gonna start messing around with that more, so when it's time to produce my songs, I like have at least a little bit of practice under my belt. I have this idea where I'm gonna take the old songs that I recorded like 2015 and such, and I'm gonna produce them just to get like some practice in. It's not like those songs aren't gonna like go anywhere, but I and get some practice in, and you know, it's fun looking back at the old stuff that I wrote too, so that'll be good. I've been having a lot of fun with it. I'm excited to start like producing more and getting more practice in, because a lot of the songs that I've written lately, I have all these ideas about how they're supposed to sound, and I'm really excited to actually make that happen. Yeah, so I've just been thinking a lot about producing this week, and I'm just having fun with it. Actually, when I'm done doing what I need to do today, I'm probably gonna set up my computer and like just work on producing this weekend just for fun. Nothing like too serious. Yeah. I've been starting to feel a little bit like it's getting not harder to write songs, because that implies that it was easy in the first place. And it's not like I don't even have ideas for songs, because I have a whole book of them. It's just that I haven't been in the mood to write any of those songs that I want to write. So I feel like the things I write change sort of with the weather and with my mood and everything. And I guess that's just normal. I just have a lot of ideas that I really want to work on that I just haven't like been able to, you know, get in that like zone. I'm outside, and I don't know if that's like a big anthill or like something was like drilling into that tree up there. Ever since it was windy a couple, like last week or a couple weeks ago, I guess it was like last week, a bunch of trees fell down. Every time I'm out here, I feel like these trees it's gonna be their time soon. I've been getting outside a lot more, which has sort of helped with writing and practicing and everything. Although the pollen is literally everywhere right now, so that's kind of annoying. My guitar is covered in pollen, my like notebook is covered in pollen, my feet are literally yellow right now just from walking through the grass. I hung my laundry outside, but I'm pretty sure it's all going to be covered in pollen by the time it's dry, so I don't know if that was a good idea. I should probably take that in soon. Spring has definitely started for real. Not just the pollen, it's like it's not cold anymore, which I appreciate because I can't play guitar when my fingers are cold. And also that just means it's gonna be like 100 degrees in like a week. But I think that's fine. I actually like the heat because it's a lot easier for me to sit outside and just be hot while I'm like practicing or writing or something than it is to be cold, because literally I can't play guitar when my fingers are frozen. So I think I'm just sort of used to the heat. I've sort of like, I literally lived here my whole life, so it's kind of normal. I guess I'll talk to you next week. And thanks for listening to me just yapping. So anyway, thank you so much, and bye. Hello. Eating fruit snacks. Today is Wednesday, March 26th. Yeah, just finished writing a song called Forget Me. It's crazy because literally yesterday I was like stressed about like writing and all these deadlines I keep giving myself. And I think I literally wrote in my journal like, I think I'm starting to experience like writer's block and like not having ideas, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to write any good stuff because I keep having all these deadlines. And then literally I woke up today, did some work, and then I like went outside just for like a minute to like take a walk and go get the mail, and immediately like this entire song like was formed in my brain. It was sort of based off of, I was like playing around on my keyboard yesterday, and I came up with this like beginning intro part, which was really short and it was like basically nothing, and I had no other ideas. And then today when I'm like walking to the mail, that idea pops up into my head, and then suddenly the entire like chorus of the song is formed, and I'm singing on the way back from the mail, grab my guitar, come outside, and within like an hour maybe, I actually don't know what time I came out here, but like I already finished the whole song. And it's probably my favorite song in a couple weeks, at least for this month, because I was looking at what I did this month, trying to figure out which one I was gonna record a video for TikTok, and I was like, these are all good songs, but there's nothing like really awesome. Anyway, I think my song that I wrote today was pretty awesome. So yeah, I've done so much this week. Like, it's only Wednesday and I've already like filmed my next couple videos. I already edited them. I just wrote this song, I finished this song, filming this video. Probably my next thing that I have to really do is like figure out what my next covers are going to be and start learning those. But it's crazy how literally everything can change in a day. Like yesterday I was just stressed and overwhelmed and feeling like I wasn't gonna be able to keep up with all these expectations that I'm putting on myself, by the way. Like, I don't have to do anything really, it's just, you know, what I want for myself. Then today I'm just feeling it. I'm feeling good. I think also the weather has probably had a good part in a lot of that. Like, I'm not even wearing sleeves today. Like, it's hot, but like the breeze is still here, and there's pollen, but it's not as thick. And I don't know. Everything is good right now. I've got fruit snacks shaped like animals. Yellow Gatorade. All my songs. Yeah. That's pretty much it. This is my setup here. Just me in the woods. So I saw a rare sighting of a cat earlier. Not that the cats are rare, there's cats everywhere, but it was a new one. It was a white one that I've maybe seen like one other time, but I don't usually see that one. There's like a million cats that live here, but it was like seeing a shiny Pokemon or something in the wild, which I normally wouldn't make Pokemon references, but that's my brother. Yeah, I just feel really good today. Like, it's a good day. I don't know. Yesterday I just I don't know. I've been like stressed, and I've had this like neck pain, and everything was sort of feeling like it was gonna get to me, and I was like mostly stressed because I didn't want to get to the point where I was like overwhelmed. I don't know. But suddenly the sky is blue and the birds are singing and whatever. I don't know. It's just a good day. I can't open this with one hand. Oh, got it. I can even open my Gatorade with one hand. That's how good of a day it is. feel so good today, and I look good, and the song sounds good, and just everything is just good. You know, even like right now I'm thinking about all the things that I need to do next, like today, this week, this month, whatever. But like somehow, even compared to just yesterday, it's like, even though I have all these things to do, I'm not like worried about it. Like I just have that feeling like, you know, I'm gonna do it and it's gonna be great. And yeah. I really do see myself doing like amazing things. And every day, and everything that I do, how hard I'm working, how hard I've been writing and learning about producing, and you know, just everything that I've been doing. I just really feel like I'm headed in the right direction. So yeah, that's how I feel. I hope that's something that lasts for at least a little while. Like, there's obviously ups and downs, and there's ups and downs, you know, every day, every week, but it sort of feels like they're less extreme. Not even that, because like I'm just as happy and I have like even better days than usual, but like the downs, even if it's like a really bad day, it's like I come back from that a lot easier, just because I've changed the way like my mindset, and just like knowing that, yeah, things suck today, but I just know for a fact that it's gonna get better. Like, I don't really have days anymore where I like don't believe that like things will get better. Like, I always know, like, as bad as things can get, I know for a fact that, you know, I will overcome it. And just knowing that, even when things really suck, it really is helpful. Like I might be having a really bad day, but I know for sure that even if tomorrow's not great, and even if the next day's not great, it will be better eventually. And so that really, it's a really good mindset to have. It's really difficult to have that mindset and actually believe what you're telling yourself, but after a while you actually do. So yeah, that's sort of my advice or whatever for the week. I just feel like I could talk for like 20 more minutes. Like, okay, that's not really a long time, but like I feel like I could just keep talking, because I feel like it's such a good mood. I just have so much to say. But anyway, it's a really good day, and I just want to keep having a good day, so I'm gonna go enjoy my really good day. And I will see you in the next video, maybe next week, maybe earlier than that, and bye!